Okay, we're recording.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Ida Saganek, and my success partner, Stephanie Bendel, is also on the line. We want to talk to you today a little bit about coaching, our journey. Start off with our weight loss and what got us into coaching, and how we turned our passion for helping others into a thriving business. So if you have any questions, we'll be taking questions at the end, okay? So let's just get right to it. So who are we? My story, a little bit of my story. My struggle with my weight loss started really early on. I would say in college. I went up and down quite a bit. I tried so many different things. The trouble was that I was never consistent. I tried every magic pill advertised out there. I would never recommend that. I've had so many close calls to going to the hospital. What I lacked, as I mentioned, is consistency. I never really found that one thing that I wanted to stick to. And when most people lose weight leading up to their wedding, I was one of those people that actually gained. And I got pregnant right away. And the first month I gained 10 pounds, and it just went downhill from there. So after having my daughter, I just didn't seem to be able to lose weight. All of my friends around me that had their babies around me around the same time were able to drop the pounds breastfeeding. I just wasn't that lucky. And I was angry. I just didn't like myself. And the turning point for me was when my husband was always trying to take a picture of my daughter, and he obviously wanted to include me in it. I would always get upset because I just did not like seeing myself in a picture. So that's when I stopped and I said, I need to do something. I don't want to be absent from my daughter's life. I don't want her to wake up one day and say, all grown up and say, Mommy, how come you're not in any of my pictures, right? So I was quite depressed that I needed to try something. And I tried a lot of different things at that point as well. But one day I decided to just pick up my old copies of Insanity and P90X and get started. I found out that Beachbody had coaches that you can work with. And I got introduced to my coach and joined a challenge group. And that really turned things around for me. I would say the most important thing, other than the nutrition, which I never followed before, and that was a big difference, was the community that really changed everything. Just being part of a group where everybody was working towards the same goal helped me get results. So it gave me new priorities. Just having my daughter as well, I wanted to change my life. It was a complete change in life direction. And after having great results, I wanted to go into coaching as well. So 2 years ago, if anyone ever asked me if I would have, ever considered being on stage doing a bikini competition, I would have thought they were making fun of me or teasing me. But it's that journey and that motivation from the group that has led me to where I am now. And I love sharing it with people. So I want to pass it on to Stephanie. She's going to tell you a little bit about her story.
Hi, everybody. I am excited to be on the call with you this evening. I'm just going to jump right in with my story. I have 2 beautiful daughters, so I am a tired mom of 2. I realized that throughout my life, my weight has always fluctuated. I've never been really too heavy, but I would never consider myself skinny. But it wasn't until I got pregnant and gained 40 pounds that I realized I needed a change. I started out with going to a gym and, taking Zumba classes here and there. But the only problem was that even after a year, I still was not really noticing a weight loss. I would lose maybe 5 or 10 pounds, but then gain it back. I could not stay consistent because of work or weather or some excuse with my children would always pull me away. Plus juggling daycare at the gym, that was a joke, and my kids would always get sick from that. So that was when I had my first daughter. When I had my second daughter, I gained 35 pounds, and I just started really feeling defeated. I was overwhelmed, depressed about my weight. I hated everything I put on clothing-wise, and I felt stuck. And then I was introduced to Beachbody programs and my coach, and she introduced me to working out at home with Focus T25 and gave me an amazing nutrition plan to follow. And that was really the key for me, was that support and also the nutrition plan. And finally the weight started to come off and I lost over 30 pounds and I kept it all off. So that's also key. I finally had energy to chase my kids around. I was feeling happy and confident again. I decided to share my success with everyone who would listen. When I started doing that, my coach invited me to become a coach myself and help others do the same thing that I did and walk them through their journey. I only had to consider it for a night after the phone call with my coach. I was thrilled, and now I get a paycheck for living my new passion, which is helping others gain their confidence back and lose weight. Ida, can you change the slide? I can't change it from my end. Thank you. Team Beachbody, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit. It was created as a way for peers to provide support to one another. As a coach, I earn money by referring people to the products I already love and by helping coach them through and sticking with their programs. So it's important to know I'm not a salesman. I share what I already use and what I already love. And as you can see, I put some pictures of some amazing friends that I have made along the way. It's really just a community. You can change the slide. Then Team Beachbody launched basically out of a company called Beachbody, and the company just exploded. It's growing and growing. More people than ever were finishing programs because of the new support system of coaches that they installed. So it wasn't just people now buying their programs, but it was really coaches, peer support, helping other people. And then Shakeology came along, and this is my healthiest meal of the day. It has 70 different superfoods, vitamins, and minerals. It gives me increased energy. I get better sleep when I drink it regularly. It is clinically proven for weight loss, whole food based versus synthetic, and it's great for on the go. And I know that I grab it each and every single day. I take it with me when I travel, and it's not something that I sell. It's something that's my lifestyle. It's something that I live, and that's why I share it with others, just because of how amazing it is for me. And as a coach, if you chose to join us in this opportunity, you would do the same. No matter what your goals, Beachbody has a solution. There are programs, equipment, supplements. All of them are amazing and all come with this guaranteed support, these results that are proven. And you get rewards actually for results if you share. There are $500 a day winners, and even for the whole year, $100,000 winners. So just from submitting your before and after pictures and your results, you could actually potentially win money based on that. What's important to know is the peer support is nothing like anything I've ever seen, and it's really the reason that I got results. I think that's kind of unique because I've never seen that in any other program before, and I've never felt a community quite like this. And you can go to the next slide too. Thank you. So what actually is a coach? I just want to talk to you a minute about that. What we are not fitness or nutrition experts, although you can be. We are not already at our fitness and nutrition goals. We are not salesy. We are not predators out to talk people into something that they don't want to do. And we are not one-track minded. We love Beachbody, but it is not our only passion. We have other passions in our lives. What a coach should be. A coach should be sharing how people can change their lives and achieve their goals. A coach should be committed to being proof the product works. So working out, drinking Shakeology, just basically being a product of the product. A coach should be improving and developing themselves and love to help others. Should be driven and passionate, and should be a person who sees this as a way to get healthier physically, emotionally, financially, and also would benefit from being around other people that think the same thing. Basically, a day in the life of a coach, you decide your day. You decide what you need to do. Basically, there's accountability. You also get the discount. So that's key. You get 25% off on every single product that you use. And you can earn an income actually doing this, which is wonderful. And you make your hours. Everything's done on your time schedule. You are your own boss. There's no one telling you when to work, when you have to. And that's kind of the amazing thing about this opportunity. What makes Beachbody special? We are not only proud of our mission statement, which is to help people lead healthy and fulfilling lives. And we're not only a supportive community that embraces each other, and we're not only a company that has an incredible CEO that has vision, but we believe in each other, and we believe in ourselves, our coaches, our products. And that sense of community is really what drives us and makes us special. And some reasons why I love being a coach. I love getting messages where people tell me that they found inspiration in something I've said, and because of me, they've started their journey. And that's just amazing to open up my inbox every morning, or to see a message that says somebody lost 5 pounds, 6 pounds that week due to following my recommendations. I love it because of the friendships I've gained, for the financial freedom I'm earning every day, and for the fun that I have while doing this job, and all the learning opportunities that it's afforded me. So it's really been fulfilling for me and a blessing in my life. I'm going to go ahead and pass the rest of the webinar over to Ida so she can finish us up.
Okay, thank you, Stephanie. So I want to talk to you about the actual opportunity. Now, who can be a coach? A lot of people usually say, "Oh, I'm not on my I'm not on my goal weight. I don't have any fitness expertise." So I just want to tell you a little bit about, the type of coaches that we have. So this is an equal opportunity type of business. Anyone can succeed if they're ready and willing to make some changes and take charge of their future. So the picture that you see here is a picture of some of the top leaders in our organization. In the middle is Lindsay Matway, who is our coach, actually mine and Stephanie's, and she's been in the top for the last 4 years that she's been in the business. And she has no fitness expertise, and she actually openly shares how she actually hates working out, but she loves looking good. So she does what she needs to do every single day. She's consistent, and she's motivated by everyone around her. And because people look up to her for inspiration, it keeps her going. So she works out and she leads by example, and she's been able to build an amazing business. And in terms of background, she's a bankrupt bartender. She doesn't have any fitness expertise. She doesn't have any business expertise, but she's been able to create, $1 million business. And you have in the bag a pregnant waitress, with no fitness experience, no knowledge. So she actually started the business pregnant. A lot of people think that, I have a small child, or I'm pregnant. People won't be looking at me for inspiration. No, people relate to real people. People that they can look up to, with real struggle, putting work day in, day out. So a nurse, a military wife, small business owner, a pharmaceutical sales rep. And this is somebody who was making 6-figure income prior to joining the Beachbody business, but was able to quit her corporate job and replace her income and surpass it during doing this coaching opportunity. And that's because she felt that this business was more fulfilling for her and gave her more freedom of her time and life in general. She was overworked and very stressed in her corporate position. Right? So I just wanted to demonstrate that you can start anywhere. Success isn't determined by where you start, but rather by your willingness to believe and act on your dreams. So in a typical job, you get paid for hours worked. With Beachbody, you get rewarded for the number of lives you change. So this is not about, how many programs you sell. It's about changing lives. And if you're really in it to help people and to transform people's lives, you will see success. If you treat your business like a business, the potential is limitless. So one of the objections that we get for joining the business is, I work full time. I want to tell you that I work full time myself. You work this business in your own time on your own schedule. It doesn't take a lot of time, and I usually do a little bit of work during my break, during my commute on the train, a little bit in the morning. It's really not, brain surgery. Like, it's about connecting with people and helping with people. We talk to people on a daily basis. It's just making it focused. You can also transition from a part-time Beachbody coach to building a full-time income. So I started out almost as a hobby coach. I knew I wanted to build a business, but initially I wasn't really clear on how I can prioritize my work. So I started off slow as a part-time Beachbody coach, and I'm still part-time, but I'm working more focused now. Even though I only put in about 10 hours a week, I always work on business building activities so that I can make this a full-time income and enjoy the benefits of a full-time income while being at home with my daughter. So, and you can build your business online with YouTube, social media, like just any social media out there, a blog. We use Facebook challenge groups. I use Facebook primarily for my business. I work full time. I have a 2-year-old daughter, a husband who works long hours. I don't have time to go to different places to build this business. So I do it all, I would say 80% of my work is done on my iPhone. So, it doesn't take a lot. You can also build face-to-face with fit clubs, talking to friends, neighbors, coworkers. That can easily be done. But like I said, for people who work full-time, I find the online option works very well because it expands your market as well, because you can work with anyone in the States and Canada. Imagine how many people you can reach online versus, the people around you that you're able to talk to. Okay, so the other point is investment. Everyone, especially people who've never had an experience with their own business or didn't really grow up in a family where, entrepreneurship was really encouraged, they have difficulties understanding that it takes an investment to build on anything, right? Especially with a business. So most people are comfortable making an investment in their education, which is amazing, of course. But let's look at a little bit of a comparison. So an average tuition for college is $35,000 for a 4-year degree. So we're all very comfortable in making that kind of investment, even though we know that there is no guarantee of a job afterwards. I know tons of people who've graduated with professional degrees, but were not able to get a job in their line of business, and they're working retail or, it's in a field that they weren't interested in being in. Working an hourly job, then let's say even if you get that position that you want, an average salary for Floridians, or even here in Canada, is about $40,000 a year. Average vacation days, 11 days per year. So I'm just trying to demonstrate, the investment versus what the return that you're getting at the end, right? And if you decide to start your own business, right? Most businesses, the investment is, in thousands. So if you wanted to buy into a franchise, the cheapest franchise would be $35,000. And we're not talking about Tim Hortons or McDonald's, because those are not within reach for most people. And this doesn't include a cost of location, and you could pay $35,000, and an average profit for a franchise owner is $66,000 annually. So I wanted to bring this into perspective, because with Beachbody, the investment is usually all of maybe $200, depending on the program that you choose, but you actually end up with something in your hands. Like, you're getting your own program and your own nutrition plan, so that you can get started on your own journey. So I know when I heard about it first, I was just like, oh, I don't know if I want to spend that much money. And then I thought about it and I said, what's the worst case scenario? I will probably just have a hot body at the end because I have a program that I can use to work out, right? So even if, lo and behold, and you find out that the business is not for you and you've made the investment, you didn't lose anything because you actually got something in your hands that you can consume and you can use. So the option to join as a coach. So I want to talk a little bit about the investment. So I already mentioned, how much it usually costs, about $200. I mean, that's ballpark. There's, less expensive options, more expensive options, depending on how many programs you want and so forth. There is a $40 coach enrollment fee. But most people join with a challenge pack. And again, that really depends. I think it starts about $140. There's like a super duper challenge pack that coaches can get. That's a few programs in one. So if you're interested in building your library of workouts at the same time, you have the option of purchasing something like that, and it goes to about $400. But for most people, they spend about $200. They get their fitness program. They get their first shipment of Shakeology, which is part of the nutrition that Stephanie talked about. Amazing, amazing. I've never tasted any shake out there that's as good as this, with no added artificial ingredients or added sugar. And you also get trial a month of Team Beachbody Club, which is our site where you get different meal plans and a lot of resources for exercise and nutrition. So that's one option with the challenge pack. You have an option also of just purchasing a Shakeology and paying the $40 coach enrollment fee, or just purchasing a fitness program and doing the coach enrollment fee, or just doing the $40 coach enrollment fee. But really, you want to be able to lead by example and show people that you're, working out and transforming your life at the same time. So the best value is the challenge pack, because you get the full package. It's an average saving of $50 to $80, and that's what most people do. That's what I did when I signed up. If you're active duty military, you get free enrollment and no business fees as well. I believe, Stephanie, now even retired military actually get the waived fee, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah,
and their spouses, I believe.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So rewards. We get commission on everything that we sell. So the commission is about 25%. So that's a really great revenue stream. 25% is an amazing commission rate. Like, that's unheard of. But on top of that, we also get bonuses for team growth. So a lot of people think that, this business is a pyramid. You probably get paid for signing me up. No, we don't get paid for signing people up. What we do get is a bonus when we help our team grow. So yes, we will have coaches in our team, in our organization, and our job as their coaches is to help them develop and actually succeed in this business. So we're invested in their success, because when they succeed and they do well in their business, Beachbody corporate rewards us with bonuses. I always tell people, think of it like a sales force, right? So if you have, say, I don't know if this is a great example, but it usually helps me. If you have a sales director and salespeople, the sales director in most companies that I'm familiar with doesn't really get a cut of commission for the salespeople. But when sales quotas are met, or the whole company is performing well, the sales director gets a bonus, the team gets a bonus, everybody wins, right? So it's a kind of business where everybody has an equal opportunity. Nobody's getting a cut of anybody's earning, but when the whole team succeeds, everybody succeeds financially as well. And, everyone that signs up as a coach can just pursue the business from a commission perspective and just do fitness coaching, or they can do what Stephanie and I are doing and build their own team and really grow their business. You also get rewarded with trips. So as you focus on growing your business, you accumulate points. Without getting into detail, there's points that are accumulated or awarded to you, and these points are converted into dollars for Success Club trips. That's what we call them. And this year, we're going to Cancun. And next year, we're going to be going on a cruise to a private island in Haiti and Jamaica, which is phenomenal. And we will have all these celebrity trainers with us, and it's really phenomenal. Beachbody also does a lot of recognition. So pretty much every single month, there's something going on to encourage you to build your business. So we're constantly winning different t-shirts and products and personal development books and so forth. So it's a lot of fun. Like, I've never been rewarded this much in any job that I've had. So I personally love it. Learning and personal development is also made to be a priority in this business. The Beachbody itself puts forward a lot of training. We have Monday national wake-up calls where they get different speakers to come in and help you just really motivate and inspire you and teach you different things. We have team calls. It's part of our business model to have everybody focused on their personal development, because we know it starts with each individual. It's when we grow and we improve ourselves that we can inspire others to do the same. So from a business fee perspective, the business fee that we pay on a monthly basis is $15.95. This is US. It works out to just under $20 for Canadians. This covers pretty much everything that you would normally worry about if you had your own independent business. So the media promotion and brand awareness, Beachbody programs are very well known. The company does an amazing job promoting it. You get your personal website, your online stores, coach online office, product warehousing. So you don't have to worry, you don't have to carry inventory, you don't have to do fulfillment. They take care of everything for you. They take care of customer service. There's 24/7 online support where you can do a chat and do returns and exchanges, whatever you need to do. Technical support, communication training, so you name it. So, for $16 US or $20 Canadian, this can't be beat. So what to expect from our team? We do our own coach training and provide ongoing support. We're basically available for you in whatever way you like to learn to help you succeed. So whatever speed you want to go, we will go, we will let you lead and we will follow and provide you the support that you need to succeed in this business. So we do weekly calls. As a team with the bigger team, we have bi-weekly team calls for our smaller team between Stephanie and I. We do monthly team challenges, team building events, lots of leadership training. We have our own Facebook team where we share a lot of resources, and lots of recognition, accountability. Basically, if you're worried that you're going to join and you're not going to have support or you're not going to know what to do, you can rest assured you're going to have more information and more support than you would ever need. Because as I mentioned before, we are very passionate about this. We love everything about Beachbody and this opportunity and what has done for us. We love sharing it with people. We love seeing people succeed. This is a kind of business where everyone can succeed. We don't need, there's no need for hierarchy, right? So we will be there to make sure, you get what you want out of it. So now what we would like you to do, what we ask of you is to do your due diligence, research the company and products, ask questions, let us know, what kind of concerns you have, what you want to find out about. Let us know what you liked most about this presentation, what you didn't like, where you see gaps, so that we can fill those gaps and help you make an informed decision. So we want you to think about what becoming a coach can do for you, who you can help, and what your personal goals and dreams are, right? Where do you see yourself? Are you, a person who's satisfied with a 9 to 5 and just wants some income on the side, and there's nothing wrong with that? Or have you always dreamed of doing something bigger and creating freedom for yourself and for your family so that you don't have to ask for permission if you need to take a day off or vacation, right? So think big, don't be afraid to dream big, and try something new. So it's time to change lives, and that starts with yours. Are you going to keep doing the same thing and get the same results, or are you ready to step out of your comfort zone and start going after your dreams? So that's our question for you. So if you're ready to rock this, we would love to talk to you further and help you decide and see if this is a right fit. Do you have any questions for us? Keep in mind, if you don't, if you have questions,